So much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play and second down. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called a void.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marquise Bell. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A second down throw for Purdy. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards. yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now a running play here with Lamb. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Third down and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Motion to the left with Jennings. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10.
Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Off the play fake. Prescott. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And again, it's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. No score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here we go, 46. 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw is Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Gallup in motion right. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's good for the Cowboys.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Cooks. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will make this a 9-point lead. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd down and 6 now. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This now a 3rd and 4. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 26 yards. And the Niners strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Laundra.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Eric Armstead, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught by Warner, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They go play action here. Purdy. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 29 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
My bad.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now he'll try to run with this. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. If you think about it, that's a pretty important 2nd half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for the Cowboys.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And they'll get this down to the 10. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 9. Shotgun now with Purdy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Prescott now. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Niners' 10-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Throwing, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
A gain of 42 yards on the play.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Purdy. And this is caught, Jennings. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 34. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. On second down, McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This is first and 10. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A big play looming on third down. Here's Dak. Into the hands of Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10. Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's a nice Nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep him from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave him, and it was successful.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
Now Dak. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 5-yard line.